Our work here is always at the invitation of the government and the actors, the political parties here. Our main goal is to try to keep open communication between the two sides, deter any potential violence, and make sure that the process is calm and transparent to help both sides accept the outcome, assuming that the process is indeed transparent and fair, and that all citizens have the right to participate.
Well, it's a bit like conducting an orchestra. There's a lot of different pieces that have to come together right.
The overall goal is always to do an impartial, independent assessment of the electoral process, to get a sense of the character of the elections overall.
The Carter Center, as an NGO, has much more flexibility in terms of our ability to act and relies simply on moral authority. We're independent of the U.S. government. We do not represent the U.S. government, and that actually gives us an advantage.
For that week around the elections, we'll compile a delegation of short-term observers. Their job is essentially to travel around and to go from polling station to polling station and to record information on a series of key questions. Are the polling staff present and trained? Are they able to do their job effectively? Are all qualified voters able to come and to cast their vote? Is that vote cast in secret, and are the votes accurately counted and tabulated at the end of the day?
What we're always looking for is the anomaly. Most elections are run pretty much free and fair, but in a very close election, a very competitive election, the margin of victory may be a few thousand votes. Any tampering with a ballot box, any indication that people are being excluded, those exceptional changes which could determine the outcome of elections is of great interest to observers.
Give me the names again. It's Pacho.
Former President Carter first has a personal reputation going back to his time as president when he focused on human rights, and so he has a very positive reputation. As well, the Carter Center has a reputation for integrity and honesty through its work in promoting democracy and peace.
Well, we have 5 minutes to go here on voting, and at this particular place, the turnout has been 83%, which is quite good. This is a fairly affluent area, and everything that we've seen so far in Jakarta, at least, has been quite orderly.
And they've just opened the ballot boxes, and they're going to be counting the ballots after they sort them by parties. And we, as a whole, need to come up with an overall assessment that may or may not be consistent with what one set of observers find. If we have 50 observers around the country, we need to pull all that together into a consensus overall assessment.
Sometimes we're attacked by one side or criticized for being biased or partial toward the other. But since we've been criticized in both directions, I think that shows that we're pretty much going down the middle and trying to play an impartial role.
And I want to congratulate the people of this country, the candidates, the election officials, and the courts for doing such a superb job.
Elections are a very critical moment in a democratic society's existence and its evolution. And how that unfolds is a strong indicator of the strength of that democracy.